post is like how to like I can't focus.
Mhm.
Like I used to be able to focus. I feel like I did some things early on in my career that got me where I am.
Right.
And now I'm not doing anything like I used to anymore at all. I'm just kind of stuck.
I was actually thinking about that the other day. The things that got us here now are the things that we don't want to do anymore.
It's kind of funny, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it goes, man.
Right.
What do you think that is? Do you think it's because we feel like we've arrived, we've succeeded,
Well,
or is it because we're just getting older and we're tired?
I don't know. I mean, I have two general thoughts on it, and the first one is one, the things that got you here. Maybe you look at them, and maybe I do, especially in my career too. That like I'm now not a. I'm not going to say I'm not a doer, but I'm supposed to be. I'm in a position to
You're
where
not a
I'm,
technician,
well, no, I feel like I'm supposed to. I'm not supposed to be operational. I'm supposed to be strategic.
right?
And I still hold on to a lot of my operational type stuff that
Okay.
I still like doing.
Yeah.
But what I'm getting paid for is technically more strategic in nature.
Okay.
Should
Is that like the nature of management?
Yeah, but it's not just managing people. It's like what it's thinking through the things that will make our foundation or company
Right.
better this next year, and working through those things. So
Yeah.
I spend a lot of time with a whiteboard now, and especially this time of year planning for the next year and everything. Like it just that's where my value comes from
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
And then my hope is that coaching the people that work for me is to do the
I
things.
think you just hit on it. I think you just hit on it. Is that that's where your value comes from now?
Mhm.
But it took you some time because we've talked. I know that it took you some time to understand that that's where your value is.
Yeah.
Right. Just like me. I mean, I struggle with that too. Like,
Yeah.
and I think maybe that's this person's thing is like maybe they're in a place where they don't know where their value is.
Yeah.
They have come through, you know, doing the work, the nuts and bolts. And they spent a lot of time to learn that, getting really good at it.
Mhm.
And now maybe they're not
Yeah.
doing that so much. So they're like, I don't see my intrinsic value in the things anymore, even though perhaps it is.
Yeah. Well,
Like in your case, I mean,
and
you're bringing more value in a different place.
and that should be, we've talked before about like, experience is expensive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and it should be, because it's all about the person that knows where to put the X on the
Yeah.
thing that's broken, as opposed to necessarily fixing the thing. Like if you don't know what's broken and how it should,
Yeah.
fix everything else, then you can fix 1,000 things in whatever your machine is, but if you don't fix the right thing, then nothing else works.
Right.
So I hope that now I'm the person that knows where the X goes.
Yeah.
Um,
In theory.
in theory, yeah. We'll see at the end of next year, but so I think that's part of it, is the growth and progression of
Right.
what got me here. Isn't always now. There's the meta part of what got me here. Should be the thing that continues to take me where I want to be. But as far as like the actions and the operational and the tactical things
Yeah.
that you do, like that isn't where even military, like, you're very, very tactical until you have to be strategic.
Yeah.
And, like, not that you get paid that much more in the military for that,
Mm.
but as far as the responsibility,
Yeah.
you that is a very direct form. You can see the E0 up
Yeah.
to I ran into command sergeant major the other day,
Mm.
and I was like, well, you've done everything that you can do.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the top of the food chain.
Yeah. But then the other side is, you know, think it's the maybe it's the other side of the insanity principle of you know doing the same thing all the time, expecting a different result. That maybe and boredom, I guess, too. Like I want to do different things that like if I can make money or have fame or adulation or whatever it is in any situation, and I just continue doing that thing, then,
Yeah.
maybe I can continue to have the same amount coming back to me. But then at some point, everybody goes, "Oh, but I want more." And,
Hmm.
and so then you start to change the things that,
Yeah.
that made you successful in the first place at whatever that thing was. And thinking that, again, the opposite of the insanity principle, like this will get me something, different, better,
Hmm.
maybe.
Could be.
Could be.
I like your train of thought.